What's good, people? Welcome to the throne room. Welcome to the throne room, man. It's a beautiful Thursday out in New York City. It is December 21st. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my boy Kevin Joseph. His birthday passed. Also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to the entire world. And so I'm trying to uplift and raise the vibrations with this episode. So I need you to bear with me. But first, let's take deep breaths. Breathe out. Breathe out. We're breathing out all that negativity. We're breathing out all that past. All those things that's keeping us shackled, putting those mental shackles on us. And we're looking forward to getting in touch with our protectors, our God's warriors. We're getting in touch with the divine side today. We're opening up those spiritual lines of communication today. We're getting in touch and we're doing the inner work. And we're opening up to the Most High as we are already. But, we're trying to uplift and raise the vibration today with this episode and raise the vibration of humanity because we want to prevent ourselves from going on the wrong path. So we got to look at ourselves as healers because that's what we are. We're healers. We're worshipers, right? We're protectors of the Most High and the chosen, right? And we're protected of God's creatures and the ones who represent divinity. So what we got to do is we got to try to prevent ourselves from going on a path where it doesn't resonate with what we harmonize with. And being that we're, the chosen ones and we don't let the wicked misguide us, right? Because the wicked tries to misguide the teachings that bring us forward. And they may come in all shapes and forms, right? They may come in different type of shapes and forms of music or shapes and forms of, your occupation and the good that you do there and the good that you do at your job and the good that you do at these family events, the good that you even do at these parties, the good that you do on these streets and the things that you do. We don't need the enemy condemning that. And we want to look deeper into these gatekeepers who try to distort our path and our powers because we're the new generation and we need to stay in remembrance of who we are. And how we do that is we accept our assignment here on earth. We accept our assignment, right? And we get back into the position, back in the position of who? Back in a position of healers, back in a position of teachers we are, right? Because we're the guides of humanity here, people. But what's most important I want to talk to you today is about keeping that mental power that you have, that you're blessed with. You're blessed with a mental agility, right? And this mental agility, this mental power is going to keep you 10 steps ahead of the enemy. Yes, you're going to be 10 steps ahead of the enemy so you're aware of what's happening. Right? And you're aware of what's happening, so you're prepared for in different environments, right? Different environments and different situations, right? Because you may have a different circumstance. You may be, you may be existing in a state of lack. So when you're existing in a state of lack, this makes you more vulnerable, right? And some people more desperate. It just matters on a sense of degrees. So you want to protect the energy so that the enemy doesn't come in and catch you at a very vulnerable point, whether you need a partner in love and holidays go by, you're tired of seeing couples go by and you don't feel like you're coupled up with anybody and it's Christmas and you wish you just had somebody to spend the Christmas with. But, understand that the Most High knows that you just may be in a vulnerable place, but at the same time, you may not be valuing things the way and how you need to be. So it's time that you are left without so you can value things when it comes back within. So what we have to do while we're on this path is contribute to our highest good, right? And that's our ability to adapt to the sense that it's time to be kind and supportive and giving and loving. And at the same time, love what you do, whether it's music, know you're accepted. Whether you do hip hop music, rap music, drill music, you're still accepted as long as you're willing to do good deeds, but still follow your path. So don't feel bad if you feel like you talk about things that don't resonate with this cleanliness, because you talk about a lot of griminess, just know that God knows your heart, and he knows that if you contribute to the higher good, which is, take care of your family, take care of, people who are in need that are around you. There's ways that you can support and you can influence them, right? All you got to do is just kind of align with your intuition. Do what your intuition says. Don't follow friends because they may be working with things that's misguiding you from your purpose, right? And this way you're more aware of what's going on. And this way you're more aware of staying 10 steps ahead, right? And you develop that quick wit, because you need that quick wit in order to know, should I mess with these friends? Should I be over here in this seminar? Should I be over here in this mentorship? You need things to help you kind of weave left to right. That way you're able to decipher people's intentions, because people, they have the intention of coming in, of getting to know you, because they want to know what it is they admire, right? And people fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't conquer. So they're kind of trying to work their charm in a manipulative way, but using love as a cloak. So they cloak themselves with this love, right? That is false, because their intention is to get to know you and get to use you for whatever it is that you can do for them, or whatever it is that you can give to them, or whatever it is that you can provide for them. And, this is how they get through life. So you got to be able to decipher people's intentions. Next thing you need to learn is kind of like how to articulate what's being triggered inside you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this thing that is triggering you, articulate on, okay, where's it coming from? Why is it so effective? Why do I react to the reaction? Right? Because every snake reaction is a reaction to it, right? So if something triggers you, that's kind of a snake reaction, and you're reacting to it because of its snake, manipulative, influential, provocative, ability to trigger you in that way, so the enemy can creep in where you're most vulnerable and most weak and most, sensitive, because you may have some post-traumatic things going on there. So you need to kind of articulate what's being triggered through you, so you can articulate what's being channeled through you, through the Most High, when it's time of this triggering that's happening to you, that's trying to misguide you and mislead you, and, trying to put you on a path that is destructive. So you need to be able to extract these negative things and attract the beautiful things, or even change your perception, right? Change your perception and try to see different circumstances, especially your triggering circumstances, and kind of find the sweet spot in it. Find the sweet spot and tap into the energy that you need to fuel you towards a more broader, positive perspective, right? Because we all need a better perspective, right? It contributes to better sleep. When you say, rest in peace to someone, you want to make sure that that person actually rests in peace, right? And he is resting in peace when you are resting in peace, if you're mourning that person very deeply, right? That person want to make sure that you are in a healthy mind state, right? And making healthy detachments from things that are unhealthy for your psyche, because it's creating blockages, and the Most High cannot channel through you in order to utilize and use you, right, to be his instrument and to do his will, so you can contribute to better sleep and you can be more effective in this world in a very clear way. So you need to change your perspective in order to create the environment that you want to see, right? And how you do this is you channel the Most High by kind of changing the places that you usually hang out in, change the people that you usually hang with. That way you can be able to join powerful groups, or even have the influence to create your own powerful groups, right? And then you can control powerful leaders and then get them to connect with you in a way, right? And then you guys have more different conversations on how you want to see your world and how you want to transform what is unhealthy that's going on and what is just negative and not good for what's going on, because it doesn't serve your purpose and it doesn't serve the highest good. That is the purpose that, God wants to see us exist in. So you want to kind of release things that you have unhealthy attachments to. And a lot of things we have unhealthy attachments to is a lot of materials that we don't necessarily need. We just want, especially that Christmas time is coming around. We get in this consumer class energy and we forget that we exist in a more merchant mind state as far as being the rulers of this world, the first created in this world. We have a responsibility to show people that, you are a ruler and you actually are more of a merchant than a consumer, and, withdrawing from that negative energy and increasing your positivity, it would help increase your household median, because at the household median at this point, it's at a zero because the culture is misguided. So we increase our household median by teaching our kids. We homeschool our kids. We teach our kids better. We go over things as far as their homework. And we teach them to not be associated with any type of slavery type thinking, because we're not a slave to our emotions. We're not a slave to this capitalistic democratic class. It's operating on an average of a consumer-based level. And we fix our mentalities there, and we focus on our communities, and we focus on our school, and we focus on our business, and we don't focus on lining our own pockets, but we focus on thinking as a collective. And, we keep our minds active into deep diving in this sense. Deep diving into what we need to do as a collective. That way we shift the dynamic of individuals, because you can't have 3 billion people on the planet, and because of a system, right, that's keeping people on a systemic perspective, individualize everybody where it's just every man for himself and every man is a chief, because that would shift the dynamic of people being one collective consciousness. And if you want to get religious, the Christ consciousness, which is feeding of the higher good, and of course respects to the Most High. But you want to keep your communications on point. You want to keep a clear mindset, because what's channeling through you right now is going to help guide others and clarify, you, and turn you so you can be more of a clarifying being, right? So we need to focus on what we need to do to rise the highest good, right? And we need to focus on how we can come together as more of a collective body and contribute to that in that nature, right? More of like a collective body. So understand there's a shift happening. And, the cost of things may be going up, and, you may be going through things, and things may not seem so readily available for you. And it's even at a point where the dollar is not a dominant currency, right? So we have to look at it as, well, maybe we're being put through a test. We're being put through a test to use our more collective side. You're at collective perspective, right? Our collective contributions, our collective, ability to come together and have these talks and these meetings. So we hold things that's more valuable, like our family and our kids, and, our plans for the future, as more valuable than the actual currency that's out here that's keeping us slave to the holidays and birthdays and all these different events, and funerals to get more expensive and things like that. But we don't want to think and be stuck on a more numeric level where we're a slave to the numeric things, because the numeric things are very weighty, and they're 10-ton shields that try to have us uphold a state of perfection with their beautiful imperfections and coming together as a collective and figuring it out. So we need to start reevaluating our necessities here and kind of crawling out of this lack mentality, crab in the bucket kind of perspective and behavior, and discuss what a kingdom or queendom would look like for each one of us, because we want our kids to come up in a very healthy, independent, but collective type of society. And we don't want the music and the culture and the over masculine energy of destructive Call of Duty type of vibration to impede on their free will. We need them to have a cipher that when they think and they fantasize and they imagine, it is very clear, it is very positive, and it's very productive, and it's very producing in a way. So let me cut it there, and let's get back onto our assignment here. We'll come together as a collective on the next episode, but we will pick it up. You guys can leave your comments. Remember to follow at NickEXP7. Go to my website, negusa.thevincentcoolteam.com. Let's talk about your realtor needs. Shoot me a DM in my email, youngnicholasexp69@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Let's talk about real estate. Let's talk about your realtor needs. And let's get this thing going, black people. If you're feeling me, people, and if you enjoyed the show, that's right. You got it. All right, let me be on my way. I got a dentist appointment. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning into the Throne Room. Thank you for visiting, and thank you for always tuning in and watching. That's highly appreciated. If you don't hear from me, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to you guys. Do love all you guys. Thank you for tuning in every 10 a.m. If not 10 a.m., this is the channel to find all the new episodes. Peace.